Well, it looks like it's time for a rest this Wednesday afternoon just before dinner, May 21st, 2014. Nice looking ball diamonds. And a bit of standing water this spring. At Bruno, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan wheat pool elevator built in 1996. Now Viterra, now up for sale, I think. And the Town of Champions, featuring broomball right at the top of the list, and baseball and hockey. It does have a volunteer fire department. Here in the west end of town, Bruno was incorporated as a village March 9, 1909, and became a town January the 1st, 1962. Over on the east side of town now. Beautiful arena. And a treatment plant or a water pumping station. And farther to the north, K to 12 with kids from Carmel and Peterson and Dana, as well as from Bruno. The new school. Nice. Downtown at Main and Railway Avenue and looking sort of northward. The town plan, like many prairie towns, is laid out perpendicular to the railway, which the Canadian Northern laid through here in 1904-05. It's now the Canadian National Railway's main line in Western Canada. There's St. Therese's now down there. Notice the fire hall, brickwork all along the facade along the eastern side of Main. And all local brick made at the works to the west of town. It was established in 1905 and lasted through the 60s. Got your food store, got your hotel. Eastward down Railway Avenue. And there's Saskatchewan wheat pool elevator. There was others here. Canadian Elevator Company and Saskatchewan Elevator Company built in 1911. North Star Grain in 1916. Home Grain 1923 and the pool in 1925. All gone now. This would have been the site of the station right in here, a third class raised in 1904 at a cost of $3,083 at mile 18.3 from Humboldt on what the Canadian National calls its Aberdeen Sun. It was sold off and gone in the 1960s sometime. The station house at Dana, a few miles up the line, was converted into a section house and moved down here in 1934 to join the Bruno station on the site. It was sold off in 1966. Now, it's not difficult to notice signs of Bruno's German heritage. It sits in the middle of St. Peter's Colony, which was organized in 1902 to settle Catholic Germans on 1,800 square miles of essentially Treaty 4 lands. If they bought 10,000 acres of Canadian Northern Railway lands, the lands that were granted to the Canadian Northern for building the railway, that's 156 and a quarter square miles. This they did. It was a Benedictine-led initiative with Don Bruno Döffler in charge of everything, building the monastery at Münster and setting up 6 parishes to settle around 3,000 ethnic Germans in this territory from 1903 onward. The old fire hall, made of Bruno Brickworks bricks from their pit just to the west of town. Uh-oh. A red door. I'm thinking that's McCormick Deering. some artists have been hard at work depicting Bruno as it was in the old days. Rexall Drugs right here, where the park is. And the post office was established June 1st, 1906 and named for Dom Bruno, who was the mainspring of the St. Peter's colony until his death in 1919. Cherry Park, a little work in progress. Beautify the corner. Be nice when it's finished. And the former Zion Lutheran Church, built in 1928 and now a private residence. There was never a United Church in town. There was a Ukrainian Catholic Church on the south side. The Church of the Assumption, also known as St. Mary's. It's built in 1970, but it's gone now. And there is this building, built on 1911 foundations, built in 1922-23, and bell tower was added in 1944, and the facade was redone and renovations carried out in the early 50s. Now, it was old Dom Bruno who arranged for a contingent of Ursuline nuns to come to the colony just before World War I and to teach, and they set up this convent in 1919 and built this school, St. Ursula's Academy, in the early 20s. It was in operation until 1982 and then was taken over by the University of Saskatchewan as the Bruno Ursuline campus. That didn't work out, and it's now the St. Teresa Institute of Faith and Mission, a private school, all made out of Bruno brick and a little plaster. And behind the college is this orchard of cherries that was planted by the university, and the feed mill yonder. It was built by Hillcrest Farms, which was taken over by Viterra, who weren't interested in running the feed mill, so the town got together with other interested parties and bought it and continued to run it. Bruno is the headquarters of the rural municipality of Bay, number 371. The town had a population high of 784 in 1986, but this had fallen to 495 come 2006. However, 2011, 574. Speaking of churches, it said that there was an Anglican church on the south side of town in the early days, but it's gone in the 30s. Bruno, Saskatchewan.